everyone, and welcome to Journey with the Kellers. My name is Amanda Keller, and today we are back in the Keller kitchen. So today we are going to be making something from the German baking book. Today's recipe is going to be Schoko-waffles or chocolate waffles. I probably did not do the German pronunciation anywhere near right, just so you know. Okay. So there are a few things that you are going to need to do ahead of time, or you can do them as you go along. That's up to you. One of the things that you are going to need is 1 cup of whole milk that you set out and bring to room temperature. And then also you're going to need 9 tablespoons, which is 1 full stick plus another tablespoon of unsalted butter, warmed up as well, basically brought up to, does it say room temperature? Yes, brought up to room temperature as well. Okay, the other thing you're going to need to do is you're going to separate 3 eggs into yolks and whites. So here's my 3 yolks. And then you can take those egg whites and either beat them with a hand mixer or in a stand mixer until you get soft peaks like this, as you can see. Nice, stiff egg whites, okay? The other thing you're gonna need is some chocolate melted. You're gonna need either 1 3/4 ounces or 50 grams of chocolate melted. It does suggest to do it on a double boiler, which is where you would take like a heat safe bowl, put the chocolate in it, take a saucepan that's smaller than this bowl, but the bottom will fit in, and put like 1 inch of boiling water at the bottom, and then set the chocolate bowl on top and stir it every once in a while and make sure that it doesn't burn, and it'll melt slowly. I'm not gonna lie, I did mine in the microwave, 30 seconds at a time, then down to 20 seconds, then 10 until it was all there, okay? All right, once you have everything set up, unless, like I said, unless you're gonna do it as you go along, you can go ahead and plug in your waffle maker and get it heating up while you make the actual waffle batter, okay? All right. Okay, so it does say that either use a hand mixer or use the, what does it call it? Use a hand, or a balloon whisk, which is this really big whisk, to mix this together. So your 9 tablespoons of softened butter. You're gonna need a pinch of salt, which, if you don't know what a pinch is, it's usually the amount you can put between your first finger and your thumb, pinch, okay? And then your sugar, you are gonna need, well, that's really small, 1/3 of a cup. It's supposed to be of super fine sugar, but I will tell you guys, I don't buy all the specialty sugars. I just use regular granulated sugar, okay? I've never really felt like it changes the recipe. Maybe if you're an actual chef or a baker or something, you might be able to tell. I'm not sure. All right, so now you're gonna go ahead and mix this up. You're gonna mix that until it turns fluffy and changes colors, okay? Now, while that is going on, what you're gonna do is, in a sifter, you are gonna put in 2 cups of flour. Woo, come on. Wow, I'm having a day of it, you guys. Okay, so 1, 2. There we go. You're gonna put in some cocoa powder, which you need 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. Of cocoa powder, and then 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Let's check on this and see how it's doing. It's getting there. Okay. That's 1/2 of a tablespoon. We need 1/2 of a teaspoon baking powder. Okay. You're gonna sift this all together, okay? Good. it's nice, mixed together, kind of fluffy looking there. Now this is when you're gonna, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. You're gonna add in your 3 egg yolks. Okay. And you're gonna beat that. Beat that together. So now you're getting a nice looking yellow, very bright yellow actually. Okay. After your egg yolks are nice and beaten, you're also going to add in some vanilla bean paste. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. I will tell you guys, vanilla bean paste is expensive. I wish they would just use vanilla extract. It's a lot cheaper. Okay. Alright, so vanilla bean paste. Alright, so now we're going to slow this down a little bit because we're going to add some other stuff here that might go splishy splash. So now you're going to add your 1 cup of room temperature whole milk. Okay. Good. And then you're also going to add in your flour mixture. All right, I'm gonna let that mix in just a little bit. So now you need some sparkling water. How much of this do we need? 6 tablespoons of sparkling water. Okay. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So if you wanted, at this point, you could go ahead and beat your egg whites. But if you've already done them ahead of time, you're going to go ahead and add those in. And then you're going to fold them into the batter, which basically means you're going to go down to the side and push them down in through the middle. Kind of gently with the egg whites because you don't want to deflate the egg whites, but you do want to make sure they get mixed in, and you do want to make sure you go all the way down to the bottom and make sure everything down there gets nice and mixed in too. Okay. This will make your mixture a lot fluffier, a little bit more like, I don't know, a fluffy dough or a fluffy batter instead of just a sticky one. Okay, so here's what that looks like right there. Kind of looks like brownie batter. Looks pretty good actually. Okay, so the next thing that you are going to do is add in your melted chocolate. And you're going to fold that in as well. So let's get this all in there. And hopefully you've got your waffle maker heating up. Mine's pretty much ready to go, which is good. Okay. And just so you guys know, I used baking chocolate. It does not specify to use, it just says chocolate. I'm guessing it means baking chocolate since this is, you know, basically a baking book. But baking chocolate is usually unsweetened. So just so you know, you might want to, you know, I mean, you're already putting sugar and stuff in this, so it should already be sweet. All of the only thing the chocolate should do is give it a little bit more of a chocolatey flavor. Oh, but if you've ever eaten bacon chocolate by accident, like, you know, it's on your finger and think, ooh, chocolate. Oh, gosh. No, it's not good at all. Not by itself. And my son is singing again. All right, you guys. So now we have got this batter all ready. Here it is. looking good. And it is now time to cook it. Now, like I said, usually if you have a non-stick waffle iron, you don't usually have to do this. I do it at least once, just for, you know, just to make sure. I'm just gonna spray it one time at least with that. Now, depending on what size your waffle maker is, and all of that is gonna depend on how much you're gonna put in here. I usually put about a half a cup in mine. Mine is a smaller one. Okay, so you're just gonna put this in here. Of course, it's not wanting to all come out. Ah, can't do too many things at one time, I guess. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead, put your batter in there, close your lid. I usually give it one good squeeze just to make sure. And then you're gonna let that cook. Now, usually when it starts cooking, like when you first put it in, you won't see anything happening. Then it'll start steaming quite a bit as it's cooking. Usually once that steam starts to slow down, like, you know, like there's not a whole lot of steam coming out, still be a little bit of steam, but not a whole lot. That's usually the time you want to check the waffle and see how it's doing. So I would go ahead and check the waffle. If it looks like it's done, then go ahead and pull it off and start your next one. It just says the waffle should be a bit crisp. Okay, that's all the information it gives you. So as you can see, mine is starting to steam a little bit right now, which means the waffle is nice and cooking. And so once the steam slows down quite a bit, then I will check it and see if it's done and pull it off if it is. And then I will come back and show you guys and we'll taste it and see how it came out. You can serve these with pretty much anything you want. Whipped topping if you want, maple syrup if you want. What was the other thing? Oh, sprinkle some confectioner sugar on them. That would look really pretty with the chocolate waffle and the white sprinkles on top. I'd probably do a little bit of both, little confectioner sugar, little whipped topping, you know. Okay, so I will be back as soon as this is ready and we'll see how they turned out and taste them and find out how they are. All right, be back in just a minute. All right, you guys, so look at this first one. It's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. It still looks delicious, doesn't it? All right, so I am gonna do what it suggests, and I am gonna sprinkle some confectioner sugar on here. Okay. Ooh, oh, my hands are full of confectioner sugar. And then I am gonna put a nice dollop of whipped topping on there. Like I said, I got some syrup out, also some blueberries, and then my kids usually like to put peanut butter and stuff on theirs, but look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh, whew. All right, so oops, I left my fork in there. Let's give this a try, you guys, and see how it tastes. And we'll make sure we get a little bit of the waffle here. Dip it in a little bit of that. It's pretty good, you guys. Not as sweet as I was expecting it to be. You know, I was expecting it to be fairly sweet, but it's actually tastes just kind of like a waffle with some chocolate. It's pretty good. All right, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe if you like, or don't if you don't. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy your cooking. Keep your kitchen messy, and we'll see you later. Bye.